1. Being chased. Imagine running as fast as you can, heart pounding, breath ragged, and no matter how fast you go, something is always right behind you. That's the classic being chased dream. Your subconscious throwing a high adrenaline scene straight into your sleep. Scientists say it's not about some mysterious predator lurking in the shadows. It's your brain's way of processing stress, avoidance, or unresolved problems. The thing chasing you could be a person, an animal, or even something abstract like shadows or mist. But the fear feels undeniably real. Evolutionary psychologists even think this dream harks back to our hunter-gatherer days when fleeing threats meant survival. The faster you run in the dream, the more your brain is trying to cope with pressures in real life. And sometimes the chaser isn't external. It's a part of yourself you're avoiding, a guilt, a fear, or a decision you keep postponing. The dream ends, you wake up gasping, and suddenly mundane problems feel almost less scary than the chase you just survived in your mind. 2. Falling. You know that gut-dropping sensation when your body suddenly feels like it's plummeting off a cliff even though your bed hasn't moved an inch? That's the falling dream, one of the most common and unnerving experiences while asleep. Psychologists suggest it's your brain reacting to a perceived loss of control. Falling can symbolize anxiety about failing, losing status, or being unprepared for something in real life. Some even say it's tied to your vestibular system, the part of your brain that balances you, misfiring, as you drift between wakefulness and sleep. The weirdest part? You might jerk awake right before hitting the ground, your body instinctively bracing for impact that doesn't exist. Evolutionary theories hint it's a leftover survival mechanism, like our ancestors needed to be alert even while dozing in trees. And stress, fatigue, or sudden changes in routine can make these dreams more intense, leaving you waking up sweaty, hearts racing, and secretly thankful gravity didn't get you in real life. 3. Naked in public. Ever dreamed you were standing in front of a crowd completely naked, everyone staring, and your stomach twisting in panic? This naked in public dream is surprisingly common, and it taps into one of the most primal human fears, vulnerability. Psychologists say it often reflects feelings of exposure, shame, or fear of judgment in real life. You might be worried about a mistake at work, a social faux pas, or even personal insecurities bubbling beneath the surface. The dream exaggerates these anxieties, turning them into an intense, often hilarious scenario where everyone notices what you fear most. Interestingly, the people in your dream audience rarely behave aggressively, they just stare, highlighting that the fear is mostly internal. Some researchers even connect this pattern to evolutionary psychology, suggesting that being socially naked in a group could have once been a literal threat to survival. The next time you wake up flushed from this nightmare, remember, your brain isn't trying to humiliate you, it's just showing you what you're most sensitive about. 4. Drowning. Imagine struggling underwater, gasping for air, the weight of the water pressing down on you, and no matter how hard you fight, you can't reach the surface. That's the terrifying drowning dream, one of the most intense and primal fears our brain can conjure. Psychologists say it often represents feeling overwhelmed or trapped in real life, whether it's responsibilities, emotions, or situations you can't control. The sensation of water filling your lungs mirrors the pressure your mind experiences when problems pile up. Interestingly, some studies suggest that these dreams can also be linked to actual sleep apnea or breathing irregularities, where your body subconsciously reacts to a lack of oxygen. Evolutionary theory adds another layer. Humans have an innate fear of suffocation, a survival mechanism dating back to when water was a real threat. Whether it's literal water or symbolic stress, drowning dreams leave you waking up anxious, gasping, and profoundly relieved that your bed isn't actually underwater. 5. Losing control of a vehicle. Ever dreamed you're driving, or sometimes even flying, and suddenly the controls slip from your hands, the speed picks up, and no matter what you do, you can't steer or stop? This losing control of a vehicle dream is terrifyingly vivid because it taps into one of our deepest anxieties, the fear of losing control over life itself. Psychologists suggest it often mirrors real-life situations where you feel powerless, stressed, or on a path you can't manage. The dream might exaggerate deadlines, responsibilities, or major life decisions, turning them into losing control of a vehicle. Some researchers also link it to the brain processing risk and danger while you sleep, essentially running a simulation of what-if scenarios. Even when you wake up safe, your heart races, and your mind lingers on the sense of helplessness, proving that sometimes your brain can be the most reckless driver of all. If this dream didn't make your stomach drop, buckle up because the next one takes a turn into the bizarre and unexpected. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss other videos. 6. Teeth falling out. There's few dreams as weird and unsettling as watching your teeth crumble, crack, or fall out one by one as you panic helplessly. Psychologists say this teeth falling out dream is often linked to anxiety about appearance, communication, or self-image. It can symbolize feeling powerless, exposed, or embarrassed in real life, especially in social or professional situations. Some theories suggest it represents a fear of aging or losing vitality, while others connect it to a subconscious worry about saying the wrong thing or losing credibility. Evolutionary perspectives even hint at a primitive fear of physical weakness or vulnerability. The dream is so vivid that it can make you wake up inspecting your teeth, relieved to find them intact, but still shaken by the bizarre intensity of the experience. 7. Being trapped. Imagine being stuck in a tiny room, a cage, or an impossible maze, unable to move or escape, and no matter how hard you try, the walls keep closing in. This being trapped dream taps into one of the most universal fears, helplessness. Psychologists say it often reflects feelings of restriction or limitation in real life, work, relationships, or personal goals that feel out of reach. The mind exaggerates these frustrations into vivid, claustrophobic scenarios while you sleep. Some researchers also believe these dreams are linked to our fight or flight responses, as the brain rehearses ways to react to danger, even in imagined scenarios. The intensity of being confined makes the dream linger long after waking, leaving a subtle sense of unease that reminds you how much you value freedom and control. 8. Being late or missing something. Have you ever dreamed you're frantically running through hallways, streets, or airports, desperately trying to make it on time only to realize you're late, or worse, missing something important? This being late or missing something dream is surprisingly common and taps into everyday anxieties about responsibility, deadlines, and expectations. Psychologists say it often reflects feelings of unpreparedness or fear of failure in real life. Unlike more terrifying dream patterns, it's relatable and almost universal. Everyone has felt that pressure at some point. Sometimes the dream exaggerates minor worries into intense scenarios, turning a forgotten appointment into a dramatic, high-stakes chase against time. Waking up from this dream can leave your heart racing, a little panicked, and secretly motivated, or maybe just relieved it wasn't real. 9. Seeing a shadowy figure. Imagine walking alone in a dark room or down an empty street, and suddenly you sense a presence, a shadowy figure just out of reach, silently watching you. This dream is the embodiment of fear of the unknown, tapping into deep-seated instincts to detect threats even when none exist. Psychologists suggest it often represents repressed emotions, hidden fears, or parts of yourself that you haven't confronted. Sometimes the figure is menacing, sometimes just mysterious, but the feeling of unease is undeniable. Evolutionary theories propose that our ancestors' brains were wired to react strongly to ambiguous shapes in the dark. Better safe than sorry when it comes to survival. These dreams linger in memory because the brain is wired to prioritize potential threats, keeping you alert long after waking. The shadow may vanish in reality, but in your mind, the chill stays. 10. Death or dying. Few dreams leave a mark like the experience of dying or witnessing death, whether it's your own, someone else's, or even a symbolic event. This death or dying dream is one of the most emotionally intense patterns, often leaving you shaken, reflective, or strangely peaceful upon waking. Psychologists say it rarely predicts actual death. Instead, it symbolizes transformation or major life changes. Your subconscious uses these vivid scenarios to process fear, loss, or the uncertainty of the future. Some interpretations link it to personal growth, suggesting that facing death in dreams allows the mind to confront impermanence and prepare for new beginnings. The intensity comes from your brain tapping into one of the deepest existential fears humans have, making the dream unforgettable. When you wake, the lingering emotions can stay with you, reminding you how much your mind wrestles with life, mortality, and meaning, even while you sleep. And there you have it, 10 creepy dream patterns and the hidden meanings behind them. Which one messed with you the most? Or maybe you've had an even stranger dream. Drop your weirdest, funniest, or most unsettling dreams in the comments. I'd love to read them. And if you enjoyed diving into the weird world of sleep with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating mysteries of the mind.